Kelly Bailey is a composer, musician and programmer. He was the senior game designer of sound and music at Valve Corporation until he left in 2011 with Mike Dusu, to concentrate on their project Sunspark Labs LLC. Valve composer Mike Muraski mentioned in February 2014 that Bailey had returned to Valve, but in a February 2016 article on Forbes it was reported he has founded his own company, Indemo Labs, and he is no longer with Valve. Topic: biography. On the defunct Half-Life website, his function was described as follows: Kelly did all of the music and sound effects for Half-Life, and wrote sound code to create character speech and DSP reverb effects. On the previous version of Valve's official website, his function was described as follows: Kelly, formerly a product unit manager at Microsoft, has a programming background that includes consumer multimedia, database engines, and networking. He created all the music and sound effects for Half-Life. On the current version of Valve's official website, his function was described as follows before it was removed after he left the company. Kelly is Valve's senior audio producer, responsible for creating sound effects and music. Half-Life 2's Gordon Freeman's face was based on him, as well as on 3 other Valve employees, David Speirer, Eric Kirchmer and Greg Kuma. Around March 2011, Kelly Bailey left Valve with colleague Mike Dusu to work on their project Sunspark Labs LLC, launched in December 2010, developing iOS applications, their first being Morpho, released in June 2011. The news caused some concern and displeasure from the Steam community due to the lack of any public farewell or notification regarding Bailey's departure. However, at a press conference in February 2014, Mike Muraski, the current composer at Valve, stated that Kelly Bailey was working with Valve again. On 18 March 2016, Forbes wrote that Bailey is no longer with Valve but has created his own video game company, Indemo Labs, and for the past 7 months he had been spending 16 hours a day as the sole developer behind Vanishing Realms, Rite of Steel, a virtual reality video game with RPG elements for the HTC Vive. The game released as an early access title on Steam on 5 April 2016, which is Vive's launch day. Discography. Video games. Half-Life 1998, Half-Life 2 2004, Half-Life 2 Episode 1 2006, Portal 2007, Half-Life 2 Episode 2 2007.